Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Creavidico. Like, share and subscribe to our channel if you are new and press the bell icon to never miss any update. Thank you. Okay, let's start our today's topic, which is Gagini's hierarchy of learning. The hierarchy of learning was given by Robert Gagnis. He was a psychologist, educational psychologist. He developed this theory. Let us move to the second slide. He was an educational psychologist who pioneered the science of instruction in the 1940s. And here is the famous book of him, The Conditions of Learning. This one was published in 1965 and identified this book was basically mentioned the mental conditions that are necessary for all. So he had done different research and he have developed a theory, and his famous book was named as The Conditions of Learning. So Gagnis created a 9-step process that detailed each elements required for effective learning. He have given different 9 step 9 स्टेप दिए थे, मतलब लर्निंग हम किस तरह से एबल हो सकते हैं, लर्निंग को किस तरह से हम कैच कर सकते हैं. बेसिकली द सिंपल टू कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रोसेस हैज बीन अप्लाइड. जो सिंपल टू कॉम्प्लेक्स, द थ्योरी इज आल्सो वेरी सिंपल. यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि किस तरह से हम एक मीन्स एज अ टीचर हाउ कैन यू टॉट द स्टूडेंट को किस तरह से ट्रेनिंग दे सकते हो विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस थ्योरी, और how we learn with the help of the approach of simple to complex. So that approach has been used by Gagnis. This model is useful for all types of learning. With the help of this theory, or with the help of this learning theory, basically every type of learning can be possible, every type of training can be possible. So this theory focused more on applying it to training your team in a work environment. So this theory is basically meant for training, how to educate or how to learn in a simple way by following certain kind of rules and regulation from up to bottom or bottom to up, with the help of different steps, means the steps which will include the simple to complex method. Okay, let's move forward. Benefits of Gagnis model. What are the benefits of it? As I have already told you that with this method, with the help of this method, you will able to train, or you will able to teach the students in a very simple way, and these models will help to keep help the teacher or the trainer in track by the checklist or by the steps. You will came to know that the students are learning or not. So this is the first benefit. The second one is that each step highlights a form of communication that aids the learning process. When each step is completed in turn, learners are much more likely to be engaged and to retain the information or skills that they are being taught. With the help of the steps, the learner will be able to know or able to acquire the skills, whatever the teacher जो भी सिखाता है या फिर जो trainer है, with the help of these steps, they will able to learn the particular thing, or they will gain the knowledge in a very easy and easy way. So the third benefit is the use of this approach before and any type of training session or presentation in teaching will help to structure the session. Yes, with the help of this method, with the help of this 9 steps, the meeting or whatever the session is about, or whatever you're teaching to the students, with the help of this, it will give you a structure that what is the number 1, what is number 2 step, एक नंबर में आपको क्या करना है, सेकंड स्टेप में क्या करना है, थर्ड स्टेप में क्या करना है. So this are the benefits of Gagnis model. So let us go to the Gagnis models. What he have given, he have given 9 levels of learning, as I have already told. Hierarchy of learning, they are called as hierarchy. These are the steps. So the hierarchy of learning, 9 levels of learning has been given, but this 9 levels of learning has been divided into 3 parts. The 3 parts are here. The first one is termed as preparation level. Then the second one is instructional level. Then the third one is assessment and transfer level. So in preparation level, it will come the gaining attention. Preparation level में क्या क्या आएगा? 3 parts में divide किया है, preparation, instruction and practice, and assessment and transfer. तो preparation step में क्या आएगा? The gaining attention, informing learners of the objective, stimulating recall prior to learning. Then the next step जो divide किया है उसमें क्या क्या आएगा? Presenting information, providing guidance, eliciting performance, providing feedback. Then the third लेवल में क्या आएगा? थर्ड जो स्टेप्स डिवाइड किया है उसमें असेसमेंट एंड ट्रांसफर, assessing performance and enhancing preparation of transfer. So यहाँ पे अगर मैं बोलूँ कि जैसे कि gaining attention, what does it mean? If you are starting a class, or I will say, if you are a teacher and you are dealing with some students, or you are a trainer, so first you have to gain some kind of attention from the students. You have to gain attention by speaking loudly or creating that atmosphere among the students so that they gain attention. That you have to gain attention by providing some kind of instruction, by teaching them that today we will learn this by, or as I will say that example already given here. Here it is. Level gaining attention receptions, which means the learning experience by gaining the attention of your students. This changed in stimulus alerts the group that learning will soon take place. क्या करना पड़ेगा आपको, जाके एक attention create करना पड़ेगा by raising your voice, gesturing, showing a short video clips, or speaking about the topic. So this will create a attention among the students. So that will that we can do with the help of first stage, this one. And in the second stage, or the second level, what we can do, informing learners of the objective. In second level we have to inform the learners about the objectives. जैसे कि अगर आप लोग टीचर है तो फर्स्ट में आप लोगों ने क्या क्या गेन अटेंशन कि आज हम लोग ये चैप्टर सीखेंगे, we will learn about this skill today. And in level 2 we have to inform them about the objectives कि उस lesson को, उस skill को पढ़ के what they will learn. So you have to apply that, tell the learners that the learning objectives, what are the learning objectives, then you have to explain about what will the pupil gain from the instruction. So this will come under level 2. Here the level 2, informing learners of the objectives. So these two will come under level 1, gaining attention. level 2, informing learners कि आज हम लोग क्या सीखेंगे and उस चीज को सीखने के बाद क्या क्या होगा. I will give here the example of micro teaching. First you have told that they will learn different skills today, then informing with the help of micro teaching what they will able to learn कि micro teaching से क्या क्या benefits हो जाएंगे. Then the third step will come. The third step is something which is called as stimulating recall of prior learning. Stimulating means you have to uh, ask the students to recall existing relevant knowledge. First, how we will start the class? By asking that do you know anything about micro teaching? Have you heard that word micro? What does the micro means? So with the help of this kind of questions we can recall, or we can check the basics of knowledge about them. They know the basics things or not. So with this simulating recall of prior learning, we have to that students learn something new, match the new information. We have to match the new information with them, their related topics, and you whatever the students have known already, we have to make a link between that. So in the third step we have to do that. For apply, I have given review any previous learning, what they have learned, what they have experienced, and that learning or experience you have to make a connection in the present learning system. So this will come under level 3. Then level 4 is presenting the stimulus information or selective perception. In level 4 what we will do, जैसे कि क्लास शुरू होने के बाद, जैसे शुरू किया हम लोगों ने क्वेश्चन करके प्रीवियस नॉलेज को चेक किया है या नहीं, देन उसके बाद हम लोगों को क्या करना पड़ेगा, वी हैव टू गिव देम द इंफॉर्मेशन कि क्या क्या जो भी हम लोग डिस्प्ले द कंटेंट एरिया, मतलब माइक्रो टीचिंग में कितने स्किल्स हैं, वी हैव टू टॉक अबाउट दैट. उस स्किल को जब हम लोग सिखाना शुरू कर देंगे, देन it will come under level 4. We will teach them कि organize your information means you have to organize your information. जो भी आप सिखाने वाले हो, mainly the lesson plan के steps क्या होते हैं, किस तरह से सिखाएंगे. तो try to use a variety of different teaching learning methods. With the help of lecture method you can teach them, with the help of demonstration you can teach them, with the help of different teaching aids, ICT, you can teach them in this level, which is called as presenting the stimulus or information. This two, simulating recall prior to learning and presenting the information. After that, the fifth level is providing learning guidance. You have to provide them guidance, means to help the students learn and retain the information, provide alternative approach to convey the information. Means you have to for example, while you are giving the training, you have taught them what is micro teaching, what are the skills they have to use, how they have to use a blackboard, they used to have to use the demonstration method. So in this step, what you have to do, you have to only guide them to you have to give only the guidance to them so that they can take or that they can get the benefit from that training. So what you have to apply? Directing means alternative approaches. If they are getting some confusion also, you have to provide them information और alternative approach, या फिर जो उसके अलावा भी क्या कर सकते हैं, इन्फॉर्मेशन दीजिए, उसके अलावा क्या कर सकते हैं, या फिर डायरेक्शन दीजिए, गाइडेंस दीजिए कि किस तरह से यूज करना है। ब्लैक बोर्ड को सिखा तो दिया है, लेकिन जब अप्लाई करेंगे स्टूडेंट्स, देन ऑल्सो यू हैव टू गाइड। देन इन द लेवल 6 व्हाट यू हैव टू डू? एलिसिटिंग परफॉर्मेंस या फिर रेस्पॉन्डिंग, जो भी लर्नर्स का रेस्पॉन्स या डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन, जो नॉलेज उन लोगों ने दिखाया है, यू हैव टू दे हैव टू टॉट, मतलब उनको वो चीज प्रैक्टिकल वे में करके दिखाना है। तो यहाँ पे कौन सा आएगा? माइक्रो टीचिंग। जो माइक्रो टीचिंग एक ग्रुप डिवाइड करके हम लोग देते हैं इन अ स्मॉल ग्रुप, व्हेन दे विल डू द प्रैक्टिस टीचिंग इन माइक्रो लेवल इन द स्कूल प्रीमाइस, वो हो जाएगा एलिसिटिंग परफॉर्मेंस। या फिर उस चीज को दे विल रिफ्लेक्ट, जो भी दे हैड अर्न या फिर दे हैड लर्न in the classroom or from the guidance, whatever they have learned, they have to apply in practical, so that their knowledge can be demonstrated. The learner has to respond or to demonstrate that knowledge. For example, the micro teaching will be here. One example, practice teaching, whatever is done in B.Ed, M.Ed, so everything will come under level 6. This to providing guidance and eliciting performance. तो उसके बाद क्या हो जाएगा? Micro teaching में everyone have done B.Ed, so and maximum have done B.Ed. So B.Ed student क्या करते हैं कि उनको प्रैक्टिस टीचिंग कराते हैं. आफ्टर दैट दे गेट सम काइंड ऑफ feedbacks in the classroom, because micro teaching has to be short. So with that short teaching, lesson planning या फिर जो भी skill use करके वो लोग करते हैं, उसके बाद in the 7th step उनको क्या करना पड़ेगा? The teacher who is observing और जो भी ट्रेनिंग कोई अगर ले रहा है, तो ट्रेनर will give him or her some kind of reinforcement, means जो भी डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन करा था उन लोगों ने, वो अच्छा हुआ है कि नहीं, what are the मतलब उनको क्या changes लाना है. So the trainer or the teacher will give certain kind of information or feedback to the learners performance, how they have performed. So feedback will come in the level 7, means you have to say them that you have done this right, or you have done wrong, or you need certain kind of modification in these steps. So that will continue in the 7, means providing feedback or reinforcement. You have to provide them on the basis of their performance or knowledge. Then in the number 8 point, assessing performance or retrieval, more performance and more feedback to reinforce information. In these steps, what you have to, this is the process of micro teaching. यहाँ पे micro teaching का खत्म हो गया है, means जैसे कि जो उन लोगों ने किया है, you have observed and you have given them feedback. So what will come? उसके बाद माइक्रो टीचिंग क्लासरूम के सीखने के बाद वो उन लोग कहाँ पे जाते हैं? दे गो टू अ प्रैक्टिकल फील्ड, मैक्रो टीचिंग के लिए जाते हैं, जहाँ पे दे performs and get more feedback and reinforce information. They get more information by applying that training or by applying that knowledge in a practical field. जो भी skill they have, whatever the skill they have learned, they will apply in it a practical field, जहाँ से वो लोग उन लोगों को मीन्स एक प्रैक्टिकल फील मिल जाता है टू अप्लाई दैट प्रोसेस. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल दैट, और भी हम लोग कैसे पता कर सकते हैं? इफ वी आर टेकिंग द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ लर्निंग, द स्टूडेंट्स हैव लर्नड और नॉट, वी कैन अप्लाई इन दिस स्टेप, वी कैन अप्लाई डिफरेंट टेस्ट, examination. With the help of examination, we will come to know about their performance. So this will be called as the level 8, means macro teaching. B.Ed teaching के लिए micro teaching हो गया, macro teaching is the final. On the basis of that feedback या फिर performance को judge किया जाता है. If you are teaching something, on the basis of examination, evaluation, assessment के through, we can know the performance of a student. So we can apply this test, questions, examination, and whatever the measurement tools we can apply here, and we can know about the performance of the learner. In the last step, enhancing retention and transfer, generalization, what will come? In this last stage, students will be able to show that they have retained information by transferring their new knowledge or skill to such situations that are different from the ones you have trained them on. जब वो यहाँ पे इस स्टेप में क्या करेंगे? Students will be able, they will retain it, they can transfer their knowledge, they can generalize. कि पूरा लास्ट में जैसे कि फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में आप लोगों ने क्या सीखा था, you can now generalize and you can put a link between two. आप लिंक भी बना सकते हैं कि फर्स्ट ईयर में कौन सा कोर्स था, उसके अभी कौन सा कोर्स है, तो यू कैन रिटेंशन मेक रिटेंशन, या फिर आप जो भी अभी सीखेंगे एग्जामिनेशन देने के बाद यू कैन ऑल्सो बिकम अ टीचर और यू कैन ऑल्सो टीच दिस सब्जेक्ट टू समवन, सो दैट वो हो गया आपका ट्रांसफर। मतलब एक ट्रेनिंग या फिर एक वर्कशॉप अटेंड करके लास्ट जो स्टेप होता है, वी कैन transfer that knowledge, we can retention that knowledge, we can generalize that knowledge in a further way. So that will come under level 9, means where the students can show their retained information by transferring their knowledge, means the new knowledge actually, or if training liya hai then they can show the skills to a different situation. So apply kahan hoga? If we give the example of micro and macro teaching, after completing macro teaching evaluation hone ke baad they will become a trained teachers in a practical situation. So all these steps comes under, has been given by Gagne's 9 level of learning, as we already have understood: gaining attention, then informing learners of the objectives, then stimulating recall prior to learning. First, you have to gain the attention of the learner, then gain attention of the learner. Second, you have to inform learner कि आज का क्या objectives है, उससे क्या होगा, वो लोग क्या सीखेंगे. In second objectives, it will come. Then stimulating recall prior to learning. You have to recall, means you have to make a link between the previous knowledge and the present knowledge, whether they know about that or they have the basic knowledge about it or not. तो basic knowledge है कि नहीं वो देखना पड़ेगा. With the third step, presenting information means you have to instruction, means the second level will start here, means the teacher will provide information to them, provide guidance to them wherever they need, or provide alternatives if they need in the classroom or any place in training. Then eliciting performance, you have to check their performance, or they have to perform that performance. They have to show the teachers that how they have done. Then you have to provide some kind of feedback. यहाँ पे इस स्टेप में हम लोग क्वेश्चनिंग भी कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि क्वेश्चनिंग पूछ के उनका परफॉर्मेंस जज कर सकते हैं इन द क्लासरूम, या फिर फॉर्मेटिव इवैल्यूएशन वी कैन इंक्लूड इन एलिसिटिंग परफॉर्मेंस विद द फॉर्मेटिव इवैल्यूएशन व्हाट वी कैन डू. ये क्लासरूम में कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछा, उसके आंसर के बेसिस में हमको पता चल गया कि स्टूडेंट्स आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड और नॉट, सो eliciting performance will include that one. Then providing feedback means if you are giving marks, that will be also feedback. If you are providing motivation or some kind of reinforcement, good, very good, that will be also come under providing feedback. And in the third level, assessment and transfer, what will assessing performance means you have to detail wise you have to assess the performance, means the summative जो हमारा annual examination होता है या फिर जो end semester examination होता है, that will come under assessing performance. And enhancing preparation and transfer, in the last step what the learner can do, learner can able to transfer and generalize his performance and he can transfer it. जो नया information उसको मिला है वो चीज वो आगे जाके ट्रांसफर कर सकता है. So all these steps will come under Gagne's 9 level of hierarchy of learning. With the simple to complex means, this is simple to complex means from easy to tough way. So from 1 to step 9, from simple to complex approach has been applied. I hope everyone have understood.